According to a survey by the National Institute on Aging in the United States, more than 62% of men over the age of 60 say they no longer feel energized in the morning as they once did. The body seems to slow down. The mind feels foggy, and that once familiar feeling, the steady strength from within, has now faded into a distant memory. If you are reading these words, chances are you have felt that way too. A new day begins without excitement. The morning feels dull, your legs feel heavy, and your mood is quiet. But that does not mean your time has passed. In truth, your body is still listening. It just needs the right signal to wake up. In today's video, I will share a very gentle method, just half a pill every other day, that can help your body naturally and safely reactivate its aging hormones. If you are over 60, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. It may change the way you care for your health each day. What country are you watching from? Leave a comment below so we can connect with you. There is no noise, no clear sign. Yet day by day, the hormones inside a man's body after the age of 60 begin to slowly decline. Like a river gradually running dry. No drama, no warning, only quiet changes. Sleep is no longer deep. Mornings feel slower, and tasks that once felt easy now seem heavy and frustrating. What's strange is that this fatigue doesn't come from any specific cause. It's not like a cold. It's not like a headache. It feels more like a thin layer of fog settling over the body, making the mind hazy, motivation fade, and inner strength quietly slip away. According to the National Institute on Aging, after the age of 60, testosterone levels, the main hormone related to male vitality and aging energy, can drop by an average of 1% each year. But the danger does not lie in the number itself. It lies in the fact that many people do not realize this slow decline is the root cause of the problems they are facing: poor sleep, morning fatigue, loss of interest in things they once enjoyed, or even frequent nighttime urination due to changes in the prostate and urinary system. Each of these symptoms can easily be mistaken as just part of aging, leading many to accept them without knowing that they can actually make a change. A man from Oregon once said, "I'm not myself anymore, not because I'm getting older, but because I don't understand what's happening inside my body." That single sentence represents millions who are silently living with hormone decline without even knowing it. But the truth is this: the body is still there. It is simply waiting for a signal to awaken. And to do that, we don't need drastic measures. All we need is the right understanding of aging hormones, and from there, we can find a gentler and more lasting path forward. When it comes to restoring aging hormones, most people think of strong interventions, difficult-to-control treatments, or methods that require close monitoring. But few know that there is a medication, quiet, rarely mentioned, that is opening an entirely different path for men who want to regain vitality without disrupting the body's natural systems. Its name is clomiphene citrate. Clomiphene was originally used to support fertility treatment in women. However, since the early 2000s, endocrinologists in the United States began discovering that, in very small doses, this medication could stimulate the male body to naturally produce its own male hormones in a way that is gentle, natural, and sustainably effective. The way clomiphene works is unique. It does not supply hormones from the outside. Instead, It acts on the hypothalamus, the part of the brain that controls the entire endocrine system, by blinding the estrogen receptors. When the brain no longer senses the same levels of estrogen, it mistakenly believes the body is severely lacking hormones. At that moment, it sends a powerful signal to the pituitary gland, encouraging the natural production of hormones in the testes, allowing the body to restore balance from within. Unlike traditional replacement therapies, clomiphene does not make the body lazy. On the contrary, it helps stimulate the internal glands to work again, support prostate function, enhance circulation, and improve memory and daily energy. Most importantly, since the hormonal system continues to operate normally, there is no risk of long-term dependency or disruption. According to a study published in the Journal of Urology, men over 60 who used low-dose clomiphene 25 milligrams every other day for 6 weeks reported a 2- to 3-fold increase in hormone levels compared to their baseline. More importantly, their bodies maintained the natural ability to regulate hormones on their own, with no signs of gland shrinkage or decreased function after stopping the medication. A hormone specialist in California once said, "Clomiphene is like a teacher who reminds the body to do the right thing, not someone who steps in and does the job for it." And it is that gentle yet insightful approach that has helped thousands of older men restore their sense of strength, self-control, and daily vitality. What makes clomiphene such a noteworthy solution is not only its unique scientific mechanism, but also its incredibly simple usage. No injections, no need to visit a clinic every week, no complicated monitoring, just half a pill every other day. Yes, just half is enough for the body to begin naturally restoring its hormone levels. Clomiphene is typically produced in 50 milligrams tablets. This is the standard dose used for women in treating ovulation disorders. However, for men, especially those over 60 who are looking to restore their vitality and aging hormones, the effective dosage is much lower, according to many clinical protocols. The most common dose is 25 milligrams every 2 days, which simply means splitting one 50 milligrams tablet and taking it on alternate days. It is important to choose a scored tablet, one with a clear dividing line. This allows you to split the tablet accurately, ensuring consistent and safe dosing. Taking too much or missing doses can affect the desired results. Some brands, like Clomid in the United States, are already designed this way for easy home use, if calculated carefully. A box of just 10 tablets at 50 milligrams when split provides 20 doses of 25 milligrams, which equals 40 days of use. This is one of the most cost-effective treatment options compared to other methods, while still delivering long-term benefits, especially for older adults. Maintaining a simple habit like this is completely achievable. A doctor in Florida shared that he has more than 300 patients using clomiphene at this low dose, and most of them notice improvements after 4 to 6 weeks, from deeper sleep and better morning alertness to easier control of nighttime urination. Just half a pill, but with consistency. It can be the first building block in rebuilding the hormonal foundation that has long been forgotten. And over time, that can transform an entire new stage of life in old age. When we talk about restoring aging hormones, it is easy to get caught up in the numbers. How much testosterone? What are the hormone levels? What percentage increase was achieved after treatment? But behind those numbers, what truly changes is not just the hormone levels. It is the quality of life. It is how a man wakes up each morning. It is how he feels about himself in the quietest moments of the day. Many people after the age of 60 grow used to feeling tired without knowing why, waking up multiple times at night without understanding how to fix it, or slowly losing memory without anyone noticing. But after a simple course of low-dose clomiphene, many have felt a deep transformation. They sleep more soundly, wake up feeling lighter, and no longer need to get out of bed 3 or 4 times a night to use the bathroom. That feeling, for them, is like returning to themselves again, beyond sleep. Another commonly reported benefit is improved recovery after fatigue. A 67-year-old man in Colorado shared that after 6 weeks of using clomiphene, he was able to walk around the lake in the morning without needing to stop and rest. Before that, he would usually have to sit down after just 5 to 10 minutes due to shortness of breath. This improvement was not only due to increased hormones, but also better blood circulation and energy metabolism within the body. The urinary system is another area that benefits clearly. With more stable hormone levels, the prostate functions more efficiently, reducing pressure on the bladder and lowering the frequency of urination and sudden nighttime urges, without being woken by the body's call in the middle of the night. Sleep becomes deeper, and that extends to better mood, sharper memory, and more balanced blood pressure. There are small yet meaningful changes: a steadier mood, better focus when reading or watching the news, or feeling more motivated when fixing an old item around the house. These seemingly ordinary things are, in fact, clear signs of a body being renewed from within. That is why clomiphene is not just a pill. It is a gentle key that reopens a door once shut by age and quiet exhaustion. And most importantly, it helps a man feel that he still holds his value, his strength, and his self-control even as he enters a new decade of life. While clomiphene can be seen as a gentle step forward in restoring aging hormones, it is not a magic solution that works on its own, like a good seed that needs fertile soil to grow. The true, lasting effects of clomiphene only come when it is supported by the right lifestyle. And this is where many people fall short. They place all their hopes on a single pill, yet do not listen to their body outside the time they take it. In reality, the human endocrine system is a delicate machine that responds to how we live each day. Getting enough sleep not only helps brain cells recover, but it is also the time when male hormones are most strongly regenerated. A deep sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. can make a far greater difference than a restless night that starts after midnight. So, if you are taking clomiphene but still staying up late often, its benefits may be reduced without you even realizing it. Alongside sleep is nutrition. A simple breakfast with boiled eggs, oats, a few slices of avocado, or some seeds like pumpkin or walnuts can support the body's natural hormone production better than any prescription. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are also considered friends of the prostate because of their anti-inflammatory properties and support for urinary health. If you are taking medication but continue consuming alcohol, processed foods, or frequently skip meals, your body won't have the raw materials it needs to rebuild itself from within. Physical activity is another key factor. You don't need a gym or heavy workouts, just a 20-minute morning walk, choosing stairs over the elevator, or doing some daily gardening. These gentle actions are enough to awaken your circulation and help your body absorb clomiphene more effectively. Additionally, keeping a calm mind and avoiding constant stress can naturally help balance the endocrine system. When the body is no longer living in a constant state of anxiety, hormone regulation becomes more steady and reliable. Dr. Michael Irwig from Georgetown University once said, "No pill can replace a good night's sleep, a decent meal, and a positive mindset." So if you've chosen clomiphene as a safe way to reignite your energy in later life, support it with a healthy lifestyle, not strict, just consistent. Because sometimes, true recovery doesn't come from something big, but from the smallest habits repeated each day. We have just gone through a powerful journey together from the quiet and often overlooked decline of aging hormones to a gentle, well-researched solution, just half a pill every other day, yet enough to awaken the body's natural ability to restore itself. Clomiphene citrate is not a miracle. It won't turn you into someone else. But when used correctly and combined with regular sleep, healthy nutrition, and a positive mindset, you may begin to feel like a stronger, steadier, and more energized version of yourself. Male vitality after 60 is not something distant or difficult to talk about. It is an essential part of your overall quality of life, of feeling in control of your own body, free from dependence, and no longer worried each night about the small discomforts you used to ignore. All it takes is your attention. All it takes is the courage to ask, "Can I still live healthier than I do now?" And the answer is always yes. You just need to start today, with the smallest step. It could be a breakfast with a few slices of avocado and a boiled egg. It could be choosing to go to bed 30 minutes earlier tonight. It could be deciding to learn more about clomiphene and speaking with your doctor about it. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos on herbs, nutrition, exercises, and practical tips to improve male vitality, urinary health, and overall wellness after the age of 60. What are you currently doing to support your aging hormones? Share with us in the comments below. I read every message from you to better understand your journey and to continue walking alongside you through it.